So for today's video, we are talking about an I Love Me book and what that is. And this is not my I Love Me book. Hold. This is my I Love Me book. I should probably make an actual printout to put my name on here and stuff and call it what it is. Now, before we get into this, what is an I Love Me book? An I Love Me book is something that has your certificates in here, your orders, your documents for medical, everything, dental stuff, has birth certificates in here for your family, for your dependents, your wife or husband, your stuff in here too, social security card, passport number, like copy of your passport, copies of everything, things that you know or you might possibly need for some strange reason, right? Like has your leave forms in here, has your evaluation forms. So if you get a document in the military, make sure you keep it. So why do you need an I Love Me book? Just like I said, an I Love Me book will help you to where if you need anything or there's a discrepancy and someone's saying they don't have this document, because people, we're human, people lose stuff, right? So it's great to have copies of this stuff and already have this stuff to where if you have to, give a certificate to prove that you actually got that training, you can do that. So how did I set my I Love Me book up, right? So the first section, now I don't have that much stuff in here just yet because I started out second lieutenant. What I have in here as the first thing is my DA-31, right? So my leave forms. So that throughout my whole career, I will have all my leave forms right here. So if anyone wants to say I did not sign in somewhere, how many days of leave did I take? I have it right here so I can prove that I was charged for these days or I wasn't charged for these days, right? Going to the second, this is where I keep my evaluations and a few records. So the first thing I have on here is my actual jump record. And the next thing I have on here is my evaluation from advanced camp. Next one, my service school academic evaluation report from Bullock Basic Officer Leadership Course. And then moving in, another thing you need to make sure that you have is these sheet protectors. These sheet protectors will save your life and your documents in your I Love Me book. And moving on, the next section I have is my certificates, right? So the first thing I have in here, I do this in chronological order, so whenever I actually got that certificate, or depending on how important it is, right? So the first thing I have in here is my certificate from basic training, Fort Benning, Georgia, home of the infantry. That was in 2016, right? The next thing I have on here is airborne, then Bullock diploma, whenever I was OC, because I'm trying to make sure people know I actually got OC'd. And then after that, I have all my training certificates. So I have cyber awareness challenge. I have awareness for military operations. I have anti-terrorism. Like, this is a great thing to have because a lot of times you're going to need to show your certificates to show that you actually received that training. Next thing I have on here is a memorandum for records saying when I got tased and where I got tased and who tased me. I'm not trying to get tased again. I know I'm going to get tased again, but I'm not trying to get tased literally a month after getting tased. I have my transcripts in here from college, oath of office, commissioning, all that stuff. Switching over now, this is a very important thing. Not everyone does, but every order you get. And when I say order, like, this is an order from, where's it at? Right here, this is an order from whenever I was in the National Guard, the Texas Army National Guard. So keeping everything that says orders on it. Everything. So orders saying that you actually got that award or you're being awarded that award, that parachute badge, that airsoft badge. Orders appointing you to your rank. Your orders taking you, your PCS orders taking you to wherever you're going, your next duty station. Your pinpoint orders whenever you actually get to your next duty station. Very important. And moving on to the next section. This is my medical section, right? So 2016, whenever I went through MEPS, and MEPS stands for Military Entrance Processing Station, and that's where you get all the stuff in terms of, medical stuff, and they're taking the initial report of how you are physically, emotionally, before you join the military, right? So I have that right here. That's going to become very important whenever you're trying to get out the Army and you're trying to make sure you're taken care of if you got any injuries while you were in the service, right? I have my dental stuff in here. Then I have also my active duty report when I went to basic training. I have my ERB whenever I was enlisted, on the enlisted side for a short time. Won't even count that. And then I have medical stuff, more medical stuff. And then one thing I have in here is my CIF, Central Issuing Facility. They issue gear on every single base. And I have my out processing sheet saying that I cleared CIF. Very important to keep every single document. One last thing so you guys can see how it looks. Just making sure you actually have protector sheets just like that. And then I'll give you guys one more tip, right? Whenever you're going to your next duty station, actually have a PCS binder, permanent change of station binder. Now this has kind of a third of what's in that book, right? This has my DA31 forms that are important. This one has a copy of my orders taking me to that duty station, and then it has a copy of my pinpoint orders once I got those. It has some of my medical stuff, and it has a copy of my ID, certificates, training certificates, so you know when I'm in processing at my unit, I actually already have some of these things that they're going to want, like anti-terrorism awareness training. So yeah, PCS binder, very important, birth certificates, all that stuff in here. If you guys have any more questions about going to a new duty station, the I Love Me book, what you want to put in there, put what you want to put in there. And one last thing for the I Love Me binder, for some of the important documents, when you actually put them in the protective sheets, make a copy of it to where it's 2 in there. To where if you have to go to your I Love Me book really quickly, you can pull that out and you already still have 1 copy in there and can go back to it later and make a copy again, right? Never give your original away. Never give your last copy to someone. Make sure you get a copy. If that means going to your iPhone and going to the notes section and making a PDF from it to where you actually have it and you can email it to yourself and print it later, then do that. Androids, I'm not sure how you guys can do that, but I know you guys can do that too, because it's, you know, you guys have powerful phones also. With that being said, I don't want to waste y'all's time no more. If you guys have any questions or concerns or just need anything, hit me up in the comments section. My social media and all that stuff is down there. Have a great one, a blessed one, smile. Remember, you know what? If you're getting beat down in life, it's just temporary. Stick with the positive vibes. Have a blessed one. Ciao.